G'day and welcome to Honda's Red Nation TV. We're at the MacArthur District Motorcycle Club testing the new 2023 Honda CRF450R. This is going to be fun.
We've been out, we've done our riding, we've spent some serious time in some fantastic conditions. We've had some nice ruts, we've had some hard packed corners, everything that you could want to put this bike through its paces, and it's come up trumps. Spectacular, everyone's been happy. Just to go over a couple of the changes, first of all, let's talk chassis. We've gone from an alloy engine hanger to a steel engine hanger to give a little bit more rigidity. Likewise through that mid part of the frame, the main frame, they've beefed that up a bit, all designed to give it a little bit more torsional rigidity, and you can feel it out there on the track, that's for sure, particularly entering into those corners. The motor though, that's the standout for me because the changes that Honda have made have been significant. Very, very easy to notice out there on the track. Smaller throttle body made it a lot livelier right off the bottom, was able to pull a taller gear. A couple other changes to the motor, the intake ports, etc. The main thing for me, I personally feel that smaller throttle body's had a really quite noticeable change out there on the track. Smoothened everything out, made it a lot easier to ride.
My first impressions of the 2023 CRF450R were it's very user-friendly. There's been a few minor changes to the chassis and the engine, and it's just smooth and rideable. I've actually got a CRF450 at home at the moment, and it's a lot like riding that now. So it's not the traditional 450, rips your arms out, doesn't turn the best. And like this bike's just the ultimate package right now. Really, really nimble, easy to put where you want on the track. Great power, you can lug third if you want to, or it likes to be revved in second in some corners, and it just doesn't rip your arms off.
So I'm probably coming at this from a slightly different angle to a lot of the guys here, a lot of former national level riders or whatever. I'm more typical clubman, and the real redeeming feature with the CRF450R is that with the power, the way it sort of comes on now, it's a lot more user-friendly. Of all the new 450s, I reckon this is one of the more rideable ones, and one that you can sort of jump on and it feels like it doesn't want to rip your arms off like unlike a lot of other products out there. So yeah, for me, it's a bike that I was able to get quite a lot of confidence on quite a bit. I love the show of fork, it's progressive, it's gentle in its initial compliance, but then through the stroke it feels really nice as well on bigger hits, and it's a bike that just feels balanced. So it initially, brings a lot of confidence, and then after a while you can start playing with the maps, with the traction control. There's obviously a lot of depth to this bike. I've only just sort of scratched the surface with it, but yeah, really enjoyed my first impression on the 2023 model.
New model, really, really nice straight out of the box. It's a bike that getting on it today really didn't have to do too many changes. We did have a play around with a few different things to try and make it a little bit more comfortable myself, but straight out of the box we did minimal changes. We touched the front end a little bit with some clickers. Besides that, really, it's well balanced straight out. The power delivery is quite nice. I found a lot, especially with the riding here today, that I was able to torque it around the corner a lot more, staying in third gear rather than dropping back to second, up to third, and it's just made my life a little bit easier. And I think that's got to do with the changes that have been made to the throttle body and the intake, the extra mid-range. I found it is more torque, and it was very handy to kit around the corners and stuff with that. So overall, really impressed with the bike. It, as I said, handled really nice straight out, and I felt very comfortable on it. So it's a nice package straight out.